Welcome to my video on setting up a laser template. First thing we're going to do is start a blank AutoCAD file. I'm immediately going to go up and save as. You should be saving this to your H drive. I'm going to save it to my desktop. Laser template. And hit save. Now we're going to go ahead and set up a few layers. If you remember correctly, the properties of your layers actually have a specified function for the laser cutter, so they have to be set up just like this. The first thing, in addition to my zero layer, I'm going to set up a cut layer. In order to cut, it needs to be red, and the line weight needs to be 0. My next layer is going to be my engrave layer. That needs to be blue, and again the line weight needs to be 0 millimeters. After that, I'm going to go ahead and set up a text layer. The color on this one doesn't matter as much. I'm going to use green because I like green, and I'll go ahead and leave the 0 millimeters for my text layer. The next layer after that, we'll call this just an object layer. This is to put anything on. It doesn't need to be a specified red or blue. So any color you really want, I'll probably just use white for now. Or how about cyan, just to make something different. I'll leave it at 0 millimeters. Again, this is just for anything. This is a multi-purpose layer, so it doesn't matter as much. I need to set up a dimension layer. I'm going to go ahead and use magenta because my daughter likes magenta. And then I want to specify what layers the laser cutter sees. So I have here this plot section right here. I want to not plot or print anything on my zero layer or my dimension layer. So anything that I draw on my zero layer or my dimension layer will not transfer to the laser cutter, but you could still see it in the AutoCAD file. Alright, that sets everything else up. You can go ahead and close that out. The size of our laser cutter is 24 inches by 12 inches. So I'm going to draw a box here to represent that size. I'm going to use the rectangle command as REC. It says specify first corner point. I'm going to use 0, 0. Enter. And then I'm going to go ahead and hit the letter D for dimension, and type in 24 for the length, and type in 12 for the width, and then I'll move my cursor up to the right and click. Now that is the actual size of my laser cutter. Therefore anything drawn within this box can then be cut out on the laser cutter. So we'll use this. This was also drawn on the zero layer, which, if you remember, the zero layer is not to plot. Therefore the laser cutter will not see this box, so it will be invisible to the laser cutter. Lastly, we need to go to the Annotate tab, or we can just type in the word Style to bring up our Text Style dialog box. Instead of Arial, I'm going to use a text style called simplex.shx. Simplex, it's somewhere here. There we go. And these are just a series of lines. There's really no thickness there. And that way, the laser cutter just does text much faster. And go ahead and click OK. And go ahead and click Close. Save it one more time to make sure you have all your settings. And now every time we're going to use the laser cutter, we'll start with this file as our template. And then we'll go ahead and do our drawing so we're set up for the laser cutter. Thank you.